What's up everyone, Jose Gaming here, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 64 that just released today. If you guys have not seen the episode, go watch it, leave this video. Come back on this video too, and comment down below. What did you guys think of the episode? Did you guys hate it or did you guys like it? I really want to know, and let us discuss down on the comment section below. And again, spoilers, do not watch this video if you have not seen the episode, so yeah. So the beginning of the episode shows the recap of the My Hero Academia story, and I'm not really that surprised that this whole episode is going to show a recap, which it is the first episode. It's not going to be like the huge big thing they're going to show off right off the bat, but it is what it is. But yeah, we have the brand new opening. You know, love My Hero Academia's openings, and I think I love this one too. I got to get used to this one because for me, my favorite opening was opening 4. I love opening 4 during season 3. Which that's one of my favorite openings for My Hero Academia, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, after the opening is done, we got this reporters trying to find a story to tell on their newspaper. So we got a brand new character named Tona, I think that's his name is, and he's trying to give them a story what they want, and he does a story about All Might, and he figures out what his message was after the fight of All for One. And he figures it out that it's probably his successor, which is in the class of UA High School. So, but the only problem is he can't get in it because, you know, after the League of Villains stuff, so his boss finding a way to get him in the classroom, or not the classroom, the school. And that leads to Class 1A, which Mr. Ozawa will explain that we're gonna have like some guys gonna interview them, and the funny part is that like the girls are all like, "Oh my god, we gotta look beautiful" and all that stuff, trying to impress like this reporter and stuff. And we got freaking Mineta over here just being a pervert like usual, thinking that the reporter was gonna be a girl, but it was not. But I love how Mr. Ozawa is just tying him up. And it's just so funny how he just ties him up. He's trying to get out in the background. He's trying to like escape his I forgot his scarf or whatever. But yeah, and obviously Tona is explaining that he's gonna interview them, but his real plan is just basically trying to find out who's All Might's successor. And obviously, for some reason, Mr. Ozawa was thinking that he's kind of like a bad guy, but he was like, whatever, he doesn't really care. But that's why he entrusts Ida, which Ida is funny how he's just being formal on everything, especially on, like, he's like, what are you guys doing? Breath this. And he's like, you don't have to be so much formal, which it's just so funny how Ida's just, this is just such a funny character in my opinion, and he's also a badass, not only that. So, obviously, he's taking pictures on these characters, or our characters, you know, Class 1A. And the funniest part is that he was taking a picture on Bakugo, he keeps zooming in into his face, and then he's all pissed off, he's eating his food fad. And it was so funny. He was just eating his food so fast. And he's Bakugo, so funny. I love his character development evolving, especially in season 2 and season 3. It's just his character development is so good. But yeah, after he's taking pictures of the characters, and he is explaining about also another recap about their quirks and stuff. Which after he's done explaining, taking pictures of them, he figures out who's All Might's successor is, which obviously is Izuku Midoriya. So Izuku Midoriya is outside training, and All Might comes and gives him meat buns. Which, funny story, that is that he goes to like a supermarket or whatever because he was hungry, and some or not customer, the guy who works there is all excited for All Might being in there. He's like a huge All Might fan. He was like, "Here, have some meat buns. Here, have an umbrella." And then All Might was like, "Thanks." And I'm like, wow, man, it's just so funny how these All Might fans are just like all over him. It's just so funny how he just gives them the meat buns and on the umbrella for free. It's just so funny. So after All Might was telling them that Izuku is obviously the next All Might, and obviously Class 1A is the next generation. All Might leaves, and Tona comes out of nowhere, and obviously he explained his backstory, which the fire, whatever, the fire thing in episode 1, explaining how All Might rescued all these people. Yeah, his dad was there, Tona's dad was there, and he experienced, which he is an All Might fan too, and he thanks for All Might for saving his dad, and So the weirdest part is the line that he says that he popped his camera out when he saved his dad, which I didn't get, but it shows that he has a quirk, which I figured that he has a quirk because I forgot to mention this in the beginning, that his eye looks so weird. If you look at his right eye or left eye, that he has like some type of blue eye. It's just plain old blue with no pupil in it, but it looks so weird. I figured he's gonna have a quirk about it. So it just shows his quirk, that he has like multiple cameras he can come out of his body, and also a printer, which I think that's fucking hilarious how that actually works. And it's one of the weirdest quirks I've seen, minus, you know, in season 3 with that kid who had manipulate flesh out of people, which I think that's so freaking funny how they do that. So yeah, and then, you know, Tona figures out that, you know, Zuko is the successor, and then, you know, technically Deku didn't tell him that he is the successor, but he figured it out himself, but he's not going to report it to the newspaper, which he knows that he just wants to know who's going to take for the symbol of peace, basically. Because that was his whole plan this entire time, this whole episode, is that he wasn't going to report it to this newspaper people. He was going to figure out himself who was going to be the next All Might. Yeah, sorry guys, my brother was walking in the room for a second, so like I was saying, that he was trying to know who's going to be the next All Might, and he doesn't tell the secret, obviously, and he walks away, and he does take it. Wait, before he walks away, he did take a picture with Izuku, which I find it hilarious that Ochako was in the window, her face was blushing for no complete reason, which I think it was just so funny how she just blushes while they're taking a picture. But yeah, he walks away, and he does says that his future newspaper is that it's going to be the next symbol of peace when he was young, which Deku is trying to live up to that, and he promised he will live up to that. And obviously, he goes back to the reporter, and it's so funny how the boss is like, I trusted you, and I begged for the UA to let us in, and it's so funny how she's all crying about it. But but I did get one scoop, and he got fucking All Might. He took a picture of All Might eating a meat bun, and the newspaper boss is just so happy that he got that, and which I think it was so hilarious how she reacted to it. And I don't know, this episode is just so funny, and especially this mini story they have, which I know this is technically a filler episode, I'm guessing, but I might be wrong. Comment down below if this is sort of filler episode, because for me, I'm not a manga reader, but I'm just like the guy who just watches the anime. But yeah, so, and I think that's basically it for this episode, and obviously I cannot wait for episode 2. Episode 2 is going to be hype, because the episode 2 is going to explain overall, which that's the villain I cannot wait to see, which cannot wait for that episode to come out. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to share this video out, many possible, get this channel growing. Did you guys enjoy this episode? Did you guys hate this episode? I really want to know in the comment section below. I really want to discuss it down there. So hope you guys enjoy, and hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time on the next episode. See you guys.